Hey Guardians, I just want to let everyone know that I do have both a Twitch and a Twitter, and I'm very active on both. Feel free to come give me a follow on both, links in the description. Hey Guardians, so you may have seen the video that I uploaded a while back talking about my rat build, which is just a very passive kind of invis build that involves a lot of laning with pulse rifles and that sort of thing. But a while back, not too terribly long after that, I found a sidearm that I like. Now, I'm not really a sidearm guy, and mainly because I always kind of viewed them as being redundant just because of where SMGs are. They always seemed kind of almost worthless to me just because of how much better submachine guns are than sidearms as a whole. Plus, just how bad sidearms typically feel on mouse and keyboard when compared to other weapons. I just was never really a big fan of them. But for one reason or another, I really like the Heliocentric, even though I think probably the best mouse and keyboard sidearm is the Drang. I do really like this thing. My only real complaint about this thing is the recoil animation has a tendency to just block out your sights, which is really frustrating, but other than that, this is a great feeling sidearm. And when I got this thing, the main issue that it had was this thing is just outranged by just about everything. Other sidearms, submachine guns, not to mention, all the mid-range and long-range weapons in the game. And so I thought I might as well do an invis build centered around using a sidearm, just because invis is really helpful with closing distance. Now, most of the clips that you're going to see are a little bit older. I haven't really used this build inside of the current sandbox. I just don't think it's very helpful inside of the current sandbox, just because even with invis, the instant you start trying to close distance and the opponent knows you're there, they're going to throw dusk fields, swarm grenades, smoke bombs. They'll, dodge and throw a clone at you. A Titan might fly at you with the Behemoth melee. A Warlock will slide at you with the Lightning slide like 3 times in a row. So this build is very fun. I'm going to revisit it eventually, but I had wanted to do a video on it previously, and given that PvP right now has me a little burnt out, but I still like making content for this game, I decided I would just do a quick video talking about this. So this build is definitely still undergoing a lot of refinement, but Stompies just so I can move faster. When I was using this originally, I was on 7-7-10. I did not have 100 mobility, but with Heliocentric being a lightweight, it didn't really matter because it was giving me plus 20 mobility anyway. Outside of that, mods are fairly standard. You can see them here. Then for my weapons, obviously Heliocentric. I do like this heal clip, kill clip roll a lot. I wish I had a range masterwork, but this still works just fine. The other roll that I would be looking for would pretty well be just hammer forged, accurized rounds, range masterwork. That'll take me up to 15.9 meters, and then moving target with precision instrument. And precision instrument is actually pretty influential on this weapon. You go from 4 crits and 1 body at tier 10 to 3 crits and 2 body, and that may not sound like a big difference, but trust me, it is, especially given that, again, the recoil animation on this weapon, for whatever reason, it does block out your sights a lot, so a little bit of extra forgiveness would definitely be helpful. But for a more aggressive playstyle, I do like this combo a lot. Kill clip for the extra damage, heal clip just because if you're being aggressive, you're probably going to take damage, so if you get the kill, then this can potentially save your life. And of course, kill clip is just very helpful on this thing. Let's see if we can pull up the TTK difference. Yeah, so that drops you down to 4 crits, 0.5 seconds. That is very fast. Then for my special weapon, really there are 2 that I like to combine with this, and that is either Defiance of Yasmin. This is a really good sniper rifle. I haven't bothered enhancing this yet just because when I first picked this up, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But fast forward, and I do actually like the sniper rifle quite a bit. Even though I haven't sniped with any sort of consistency in probably 3 or 4 years, I still really like the sniper rifle. It feels pretty good. I wasn't sure about it at first, but it has grown on me quite a bit. Then if I'm not using Defiance of Yasmin, maybe I'm on a more close quarters map where it just isn't going to be as useful, then of course Chaperone. People really underestimate Chap. A good Chaperone user is terrifying terrifying to play against. And I have very little experience with slug shotguns, so I'm not one of those users by any means. I was mostly just using this for cleanups or to get some quick damage in and then clean up with the sidearm. But this is a very effective weapon, and if you've ever played against someone who is really good with Chaperone, you know what I mean. There's practically nothing you can do against them. So if I'm on a map like Pacifica or, you know, maybe Jav 4 or something like that, something with a lot of close quarters, then I'm probably going to use Chap instead of the sniper rifle. And I think, definitely going to spend more time with Chaperone because this is just a crazy weapon. It really is. This is a very, very good shotgun. Outside of that, you can use whatever heavy you want. Fragments, as always, are mostly just there for stats, minus this, Echo of Vigilance. Defeating a target while your shields are depleted grants you a temporary overshield. Once again, this is a broken fragment. This is basically just One-Eyed Mask for everyone. Aspects are just Vanishing Step and Stylish Executioner. I'm sure you can imagine why, especially given that I'm running smoke bombs. If I kill someone who's weakened by a smoke bomb or who I tag with a suppressor grenade, Stylish Executioner will turn me invisible and give me wall hacks. Then Suppressor Grenade, just because I really hate dealing with abilities and supers all the time, and these help a little bit, not as much as they used to, just given how spammy everything is, but they're still very helpful. I would highly recommend giving these a shot if you haven't used them. Plus, these are about the closest thing you're going to get to like a Call of Duty frag grenade. Mainly just in that, you know, most of the grenades that we have just explode on impact, but this you can bounce around corners and that sort of thing, so it is very helpful from that perspective as well. Other than that, I'll use triple jump or strafe jump, just kind of depending on the map and how I'm feeling at the time. Dodge, I kind of like Marksman's Dodge more on Invis, just because I find that without the flip animation on Gambler's Dodge on Invis, that Marksman's Dodge is just generally more helpful. And being able to have an instantaneous reload if I need it is also just extremely valuable. So again, the idea with this is basically just using Invis to get very aggressive, using it to stay off the radar and close distance so I can get inside of the like 15 or so meters that this weapon is effective at. And then depending on the map, if I need long range, I have Yasmin. If I'm at closer range but need a fast cleanup or just want to put some quick chunk damage on someone, I have Chaperone. So I will revisit this build and do a more updated version at some point, probably not until something is done about Prismatic, because as it stands right now, trying to play close quarters is just not a very fun or even particularly viable experience, just because the instant you start to push, you get like 50 different abilities thrown at you. So for now, it's better to play at mid-range and even better to play at long range just because of all the abilities everywhere. But whenever ability spam gets dealt with, hopefully sooner than later, though with Bungie you never know, I will revisit this build, but in the meantime, enjoy the gameplay. And do me a favor, keep in mind, I am not really a sniper. I have very little experience with slugs and very little experience with sidearms. So most of the clips here, there was a lot of me kind of learning how to use a lot of these weapons, but I still had fun with these, so I'm going to throw them up anyway, even though they aren't really the prettiest. But do me a favor, if you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment, hit that like button, and as always, the best way you can support this channel is to hit that subscribe button with the bell icon and share this video with anyone who you think might find it interesting or entertaining. But for now, I'll see you all in the next video. We'll get into the gameplay.
Zone C lost. Zone B captured. Zone advantage. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. Zone B lost.
This gun does not have to work.
Zone A lost. Power. Enemy has your zone. One more, Guardian. Zone C captured. Strength in numbers, Guardian.
Maybe I do. I guess.
A captured.
That's a lot more range.
Zone A lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back. Together as one. I love it. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest of us.
Up there a little bit.
Double down. Zone C captured. Yes. 3 down. I need a hunter like you with a red cap. You have advanced. Zone B lost. Zone B captured. You have advanced. Zone A lost. Numbers guys. That shut it down. Zone B captured. Zone advanced. Strength in numbers, guys. Excellent. Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost.
We have everybody.
But if you do want to do it, just let me know, and I will add you to the reserves list. Because I guarantee you there are going to be people, switching out. Like, this is going to be a marathon, not a race.
I think there's a lot of people looking just to get carried through it.
True. We're gonna say Monday, but
Monday.
be prepared for tomorrow.
I'm free all day tomorrow, except for in the morning, like my morning time.
Free all day tomorrow, and then
Yeah. Okay. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know. But good job today. We made some more progress.
Yeah.
Some more progress.
Even if we're trash, sometimes trash.
it's called a trash can, not a trash can.
That's absolutely right.
I don't know if you checked it out, but there's like a million posts of people stuck on like planets and shit.
Really?
Yes, there's a shit ton of them.
Planets didn't feel like it was too bad. Just, yeah, who am I kidding? But
No, A-Trax is the worst.
I hate A-Trax. Yeah, I hate A-Trax so much.
It's just non-enjoyable. All.
Yeah, like I'd rather do 2 planets in a row
Yeah,
than do A-Trax.
I'm with you on that.
Give me fucking 8 ribbons. I don't give a fuck. Take out A-Trax.